It's rainy outside. I don't know if you can tell. I guess you can tell by this little part. And I've been spending my entire day, which is only 2 hours, because let's be honest, making this. I started out I'm following Simply Daisy's channel, How to Crochet a Starburst Granny Square, and it is fun. But I'm kind of changing it up because she had this recipe, whatever what it was called, better, which wasn't working, but now I'm getting the hang of it. Look, it's looking pretty good. Like, the hole is a little bit too big for my taste, but we're just gonna roll with it. So, okay. I'm making the puff stitch. Yeah, and I'm kind of changing it to my likings because she makes more stitches, but that's gonna make my hole too crowded. So I'm gonna do my own version. Okay, so then we're gonna pull it through. And then we're gonna pull through the hole. And then we're gonna pull through. You see? A puff stitch. And then we're gonna stitch one. And then we're gonna pull. And then we're gonna pull through. Then we're gonna pull through. Okay, cool. Now I have 5 stitches, and then 5 stitch. Yeah. And then we're gonna pull through the stitches, and we've got my puffs. And then we're gonna stitch one. I should make a crochet YouTube channel because I'm so good at. You see, this is why I'm a little bit nervous, because it's not gonna fit. You know, like it's getting too crowded, and I'm not yet through the 30 stitches. Like, how on earth is this gonna fit? We're gonna go in, and we're gonna pull, and then we're gonna go in, and then we're gonna pull, and then we're gonna go in again, and then we're gonna pull, and 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm making 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm making too much. I'm making too many. What? Wait, 1, 2, 3. I've been doing 7 the whole time? Wait, what the hell is going on? 1, pull through. 2, pull through. I think I was doing only this. These are 5. If I'm gonna pull through like so, how will it look? Wait, I have been doing 7 all this time. Okay. We're just gonna roll with it. But now I made a smaller one. This is not gonna fit. This is too much. This is gonna... Fuck. Will it look strange if I now continue with 5 instead of 7? It will look strange, but we're just gonna do it. Winging it! Okay. We're just gonna... Apparently I was doing 7 all this time. So we're just gonna go into the hole and pull. Into the hole and pull. And now we're gonna pull it through. Right. I should have done this from the beginning because these are much smaller and this would have not caused any crowding situation. Yeah, this is way better. I should have done that from the start. What we're just gonna do. The fun thing about crochet is not only that it makes you you know, just a granny, which is really hip these days. Like, the new rage is not being cool, okay? The new rage is being uncool. I'm telling you, I've been seeing it all over the tabloids, all over the internet. Granny style is the new 2020 style. So get it while it's hot and go buy yourself some yarn and some hooks and needles and crannies and crevices, because this is the shit. So the fun thing about, I have to pay attention though. The fun thing about crocheting, if that is a word. I don't know, guys. This is starting to look a little wonky. This is not what I was anticipating. Also, me changing to 5 was maybe the dumbest thing that I could have done. I could have done, because now it doesn't look as puffy as it used to be. Now it doesn't look as puffy. It was like, this was, doesn't it look juicy puffy? And this just looks like an inflated balloon. You know what, guys? This is what I was talking about. This is what I was trying to explain about crochet. Right before I started this again, but then with the 5 stitches, as she told me. But that was getting too crowded, because this yarn is not like the soft yarn she's using. This yarn is the thick, rusty, crusty yarn from Brazil, which is amazing. It's cotton, it's really cool, has all these cute colors. Look at these colors, they're awesome. But they are not as soft and moldable as she has. So then I multiplied the stitches from 5 to 10. But no, what I want to say was that when you're crocheting, you just like, you get this like very like live in the moment situation, you know? So like when it does live in a moment situation. So then when it doesn't work, you just start over, okay? That's the freaking fun of it. When it doesn't work, you just stop complaining, freaking unthread everything and start over, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do now. I came back to my puffy situation and I'm just gonna do it again. Even though I do really think that it's not going to work, because it's getting really wonky. Wait, I should do it in the right crevice. Hole, not crevice. I am very worried for this situation. I'm worried as fuck for this situation. We're gonna go into the hole, pull through. Into the hole. No! Into the hole, pull through. In to the hole, pull through. And into the hole, my friend, pull through. I'm just trying to find ways how to make this sound way more sexual than it is. Into the hole, pull out. Into the hole, pull out, my friend. Into the hole, pull out as fast as you can, and sweep it through all the holes. And right, again, this is getting wonky. This is not working. It's not working, but maybe if I stretch out the hole, The sun is coming through. Okay, I think we can make it work. I think we can make it work. Yeah. Hallelujah. It's 2:30. Still no sweat. So sounds like a pretty good day to me. What was this? I'm very hyperactive. It could have been this coffee. Could have been this tequila. Could have been the fact that I stayed in bed till 12:30. But anyway, it is what it is. In the name of God, in the name of Jesus. Thou shalt not regret. Pull through. Pull a thrower. Pull a thrower. Is this interesting content? I think so. Pardon me. Okay, cool. You know what? We're not even halfway there. How do people do this? Should I make this into a segment like crocheting with Jasmine? You know, it's like, it's funny, isn't it? I mean, it will take forever though. If I do that, it will take forever. They will be long segments, you know? Because it's not really fun to start something like a segment and not really finish it, right? But maybe then I'd have to cut and edit my way through the whole thing. Because this is gonna take for hours, guys. Like, this is the real deal. Like, this is a Saturday, you know? This is like, I'm doing nothing, you know? Like, I maybe should be doing something right now, but I'm just not gonna do anything anymore. I'm not gonna do anything, and then also in a couple of hours I'll have like an existential crisis, which I always have in between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. or let's say, no, 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. I have my scheduled crisis. It's the moment where I realize I haven't done shit, and then I cry. Not really cry. I more like sit down or lie down with a lot of anxiety, and I feel very, very unsuccessful and unsucceeded. But good news is that I'm, you know, aware of it, anticipating that moment. So let's just enjoy this moment while it lasts. It's still not 4 p.m. It's 2:50. So I still have a good hour enjoying the moment until I break down in tears. Yeah. Sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Maybe I could just make this into a scrunchie, because this is what it's looking like. It's looking like a scrunchie. It's not looking like a granny square. This is everything except a granny square. But I'm gonna find use for this. If I'm not gonna quit now. I'm at this point where I'm like, no way, no turning back, you know? Like, I know I was talking about starting over, you know, how crochet teaches me that valuable lesson in life to just start over and not fuss about it. But this time, guys, I'm going to teach you another lesson that crochet teaches me. And that is pull through. Pull through. Crochet. Oops. Nope. Again. crochet, pull through the hole, pull through the hole. I woke up today with this immense desire to do like a comedy sketch or something today. And I'm just thinking, what? This is really never gonna work anymore. Okay. So a couple of times why? A couple of times a year I have a very interesting feeling, and it's the feeling of wanting to be creative and wanting to be someone else. Wait, is this right? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. And just kind of wanting to be someone else, you know, and just kind of playing, I don't know, just playing around with makeup and dressing up and just letting my fantasy go wild, you know, and then film it and then like just create a funny sketch or something. And today I feel like doing that. I woke up with that thought. So, and I'm obviously in a great mood. So let's enjoy it while it lasts. Again, I know myself. So I might do that after this. I'm gonna finish this round, cry, because it's not how I wanted it to be, and I hate disappointment. Another life lesson crochet teaches me: do not have a lot of expectations. Maybe that's an interesting segment. Life advice with crochet by Jasmine. Good eye. Life. Hello, light. Life advice with Jasmine while doing crochet. Could that be an interesting thing? The podcast is going to happen. I'm just not sure yet if I can do it. I mean, I can do it because you can do everything, but I feel insecure about it. It's confrontational. When I'm talking, it's kind of the same that when like you're being funny and someone suddenly points a camera on you, you're like, you know, because it becomes a thing. That's kind of what happened with me with the podcast idea, is because when I don't record anything or when I don't want something to be funny, I say very funny things, or I say interesting things, or I think about interesting things out loud, and then suddenly when I'm recording, I kind of freeze, or I become a little bit anxious, which is not really nice to listen to, honestly, because who wants to listen to a podcast host that kind of has like identity, you know, not identity, has like crisis in between the podcast? Like, maybe I'm not fit for the job, you know, like for example, some people are just, they can be radio hosts, you know, like to be a radio host, that's a thing. Like you need to be able to kind of stop thinking and just keep talking, just say whatever you want and just keep entertaining and keep talking. And not everybody is that way. Like I'm not very much that way. I'm very self-aware, so I have like these moments while I'm talking that I'm just like, criticizing myself while I'm talking, and then I block, you know? So that's kind of what happened while I was doing like some tests, like some podcast tests. That's a knot. So yeah, I still have the desire to do it, but I'm just trying to discover and find a way to execute it in a way that feels natural to me and feels like I'm not trying very hard, or I'm not trying to impress or be funny, which is weird because that's kind of what you want it to be, so it feels kind of strange, if you know what I mean. But still, I have so many interesting topics to talk about, and also I don't know, I'm just meeting a lot of people and like having great conversations with them, and then I think like, fuck, I should have recorded this, you know, or this was so interesting. Or also another thing that I'm insecure about is that let's say I record like 45 minutes, not the whole 45 minutes will be interesting, you know? And then I feel insecure because I think people are not going to want to listen 45 minutes to what I say. Like maybe a couple of minutes or a couple of moments will be very interesting and will be very fun. And then the rest will just kind of be me finding my way, or me trying to figure out what I want to say, or me being boring or anything, you know? It's like, and that's like annoying because then I think like, well, then not everything will be funny or not everything will be interesting. I mean, and then maybe people will listen to my voice or listen to my I'm just hearing this thing in my mind now that just says, fuck, shut up, just do it. I just heard this voice say like, just do it, just do it. Yeah. I can honestly think of so many reasons why not to do something, that I think the easiest way out is just doing it. Because there will always be something. There will always be something that is a very good excuse, or something that will just make you feel so sad and bad about your idea. There's always a reason to not do something. So why try to solve all those problems and not just do it? I'm telling you, 2020 is the year. I have pain here. 2020 tension, I think tension. Tension. 2020 is the year where I'm really committing to my creative expression. Just said it. And by committing to my creative expression, oh boy, it's gonna be lit. Do people still say that? Lit? I do now. You're welcome. No, I'm serious. Committing to my creative expression. Wow, that sounds good, even. What that means for me is not like figuring out what my voice is. No, bitch. I already know what my voice is. Like, I've known it for a long time. Committing to my creative expression is executing it without fear. Executing it, showing it to the world. I have this thing here, says deel je talent, which means show your talent. I know it's cheesy as fuck, and so be it. But it is a reminder to me, and it is mostly my like 2020 reminder, which is like, just show your talent, just show who you are. And I'm not really, talent is a weird thing, you know, like talent is not just like, oh, I know how to sing, or oh, I know how to dance, or talent is just for me it means more like just show what you are good at, you know? And what that is can be so many things. It can be doing crochet, it can be talking about politics, you know, or it can be painting, or it can be showing funny places around in town. It just can be anything. It can be wearing certain clothes that you really like because you have a good taste, you know. It's just not being afraid. I was talking with my great friend yesterday about this, about fear of our fear of dressing a certain way that we would actually like ourselves to dress, like being a little bit more daring or being a little bit more bold in our choices. I should ask her to my podcast, which will definitely happen, because we had such a good conversation about why we don't do that. And 2020 for me is gonna be the year where I'm really gonna at least try to just not think about it anymore and just do it, regardless if I am so scared of the opinions of people, which I am, you know, I am scared. I have so many excuses in my mind and thoughts of what people might think of me if I do such and such, you know. But life's too short. No, I hate that expression, but life's too short. Life's too valuable. That's what I mean. Life's too beautiful. Life's too precious to stay in the closet, you know. Not just in that way, just in any way. Life is too beautiful, too precious to not make it of your own, to not make it yours, fully, expressively you know? And it is hard. I'm only 25, and I know people that are way older than me have never completely lived their authentic self. Just when they're 70 or when they're 80 or when they're 50, they start doing it. Which is great. If that's your path, do so. But I'm 25 and I'm gonna I'm gonna do my best to just start now, you know, start now. Turtle steps, you know, just be, I don't know. I think that's what I wanted to say. Anyway, it's almost 30 minutes and I freaking did it. I pulled through. Maybe that's gonna be the title of this video, pulling through. It's not what I wanted. I'm not gonna go for this. I'm gonna fucking not do this. Okay, that was for the dramatic effect, but I'm just gonna start over. Click. No, but crochet. That's what crochet teaches me.